Hi guys, welcome back to Market Mamas. So we're here with another edition of Trader Must Reads. Today we're so stoked to talk to you guys about a book from a woman we both truly admire for creating the life of her dreams with fierce determination and perseverance. The book is Abundance Now, and the author is Lisa Nichols, written with Janet Switzer. So this is her 7th book. Lisa, as some of you may know, was one of the featured experts in The Secret, a documentary that was designed to demonstrate the law of attraction.
Yes. So I was around 18 or 19 when my bestie, shout out to my bestie, gave me The Secret DVD. DVDs, right? And it was just pretty incredible for, my very still young and not fully matured mind at that point to be exposed, to that type of school of thought. So looking back now, I really do believe that it laid some critical groundwork, for the type of personality and perspective of how I would want to show up in the world. Lisa is something so very special. She's the chief executive officer of Motivating the Masses Incorporated, is one of the most sought after motivational speakers. She's made many appearances on like the Steve Harvey Show and the Today Show, just to name a few. And in this book, Lisa shares her journey from scarcity to abundance. So she outlines steps that everyone, can take to create abundance, in their careers and, relationships, personal self, finances, and create this legacy for others to follow. So Lisa went from a struggling single mom on public assistance to a millionaire entrepreneur. Her life story, transformation and breakthrough is just the most inspiring. And she's made it her life's mission to teach others how they can do the same. So it's pretty incredible. And I'm such a fan.
I love her. It's such a story. I love how she was so determined to not live in a defeatist mindset or in the negativity of her situation at the time when she was young. Instead, she channeled that inner strength to climb her way steadily with such tenacity to the best life that she could dream for herself and her son. She talks in the book about her early times that she went to seminars, like time and time and time again, because she just knew that she had so much to learn. And it was so inspiring, the way that she just continually showed up for herself so early in her life. In this book, she focused on the 4 areas of life that must be refined to bring true abundance, or her 4 E's, as she called them: enrichment, enchantment, engagement, endowment. So within those 4 categories, Nichols identifies the framework upon which a fulfilled life is built. Abundance Now offers provocative lessons, actionable plans, and real-life case studies to drive home her secrets for creation. She makes it clear what we must do every day to attract abundance, how to act as if we're already leading abundant lives, in an effort to open the door to a journey full of deep richness.
Another part of Lisa's story that I just find particularly powerful is how she fought so hard, but also independently. When she was young, she stated, when you're walking on your journey, some days you're going to have to take the walk alone. So this is so similar for us, being day traders, because day trading is at its core, it's an independent gig. You can be a member of a great community, be blessed enough to have close friends, a mentor, a partner. But when you are at your charts early in the mornings, when those candles are printing, before your eyes, you are alone. Your entries, your choices, trade management, exits, that's all on you. What you've learned, studied, practice, internalized from your education and executions, that data and price action, you're reading that to your best ability. And it's your toolbox, to utilize, to make your choices in real time, for yourself, by yourself. And so your P&L outcome, it is on you. And that can be very intimidating at times, and overwhelming. However, it's also very empowering. My successes and my failures, they're uniquely mine. And I've really worked to try to embrace the entirety of it all, while also appreciating the opportunity for the full independence that trading does provide.
Okay, so there's a quote from Nichols in this book that is about early growth. When you give yourself permission to have made mistakes in the past, when you begin to trust yourself about making new choices, that's when your intuition becomes reliable and trustworthy. Oh, I love this. So we have talked previously about the power intuition plays into our trading ability. It takes time to grow, though. It takes thousands of hours at your charts. back testing, live trading, studying setups and risk management techniques. As it evolves and you start successfully trusting and utilizing your trading intuition more, it's such a beautiful thing. I know that when I am working a shift as a nurse at the hospital, I can feel when my intuition is strongly guiding me in one direction, and it's highly reliable at this point. That comes with experience. At this point in my nearly 18 years as an RN, it happens intuitively that I'm operating through my inner instincts. My read of a situation at a glance tells me, is this person sick or not sick? Are they sliding down a dangerous slope, or are they resting and stable? There's little tells always. And the longer you assess and treat people, I'm talking like over years and thousands of shifts, the faster and more clearly you can make rapid and accurate decisions for their health and safety. And then you take action directly afterwards with very little additional time needed. Your mind knows what to do instinctually. The confidence in your understanding of the moment is fast and effective. So that's the goal with one's career, I believe. I could feel it steadily improving every week as a day trader now. So trading is my second career, and I'm less than 3 years in at this point. And so early, I didn't have any of this. But now I know that my intuition with trading that Lisa speaks of and that I have in my nursing career is now starting to compound in trading. And it's so encouraging and exciting because like you can feel it starting to build.
Yes, discovering that intuition and then figuring out how to use it, that's just another integral part of the trading process for sure. Another great quote from Lisa is, recognize that each choice you made up until now has either given you a great outcome or a great lesson. Both are valuable. In fact, both are necessary. So we've all heard this message, before in slightly different ways. It is so very, very true and apparent, every week that we trade. I do love a beautiful, clean morning when I play and my trades play out according to plan. This also looks like my behavior and intentions, were in sync and I made winning choices. But I also know now that I must appreciate the lesson days just as much. The days I did not make great choices. I had one of those just this past Friday. So it was another solid brick in my foundation, so I can keep learning and, pushing through the adversity. This next quote also really piggybacks well off that. We can change the way our next chapter will be written because we are still holding the pen in our hands. Totally. We are the authors of our lives, the tellers of our story, not just what we've been conditioned to live, but any and every way we dream and desire, own that and fill those pages. That's my goal and thirst for my life anyways. I want the down and dirty work of the middle years, while I'm drilling down in my craft right now. There just has to be resistance to make any story, worth telling. The blood, the sweat, tears, the growth. This is the messy middle and it is the valleys that come and they pass while we're building our trading careers and they're gaining momentum. So I really love writing. It's one of my passions. So I definitely found so much value in Lisa's reminder that we hold the pen.
Yes, that's so good. I love both of those. I also really like this quote. So self-enrichment is the act of creating 1,000 micro wins so that you can have one macro win. That's the phase that we're in. Micro wins every week that are building us up. We have to create all of these experiences, every trade, every study session, every course or class with a mentor. These are all compounding for that macro win that's inevitable with this dedication. Lisa also said, it doesn't matter how the goal will be achieved, but you must maintain the conviction that achieving it is necessary and not open to compromise. That unwavering faith is required. When you decide in your soul that you're not giving up, as Kendra and I have, we're not going to be the statistics of day traders that walked away when it got too hard. My conviction to my continued growth and fierce determination to just keep pivoting and getting back in the arena day after day, I know that this will matter in the long run so much. It's total faith over fear energy. I swear I say that almost every day. You got this. Stay the course.
Oh my gosh, yes, say it louder for sure. Armoring our mindset with that conviction is an absolute necessity in trading, because there will be really difficult days, frustrating days, when you do feel the exhaustion in your heart from the pitfalls. Lisa has some great insight on that too. People are more comfortable with a familiar discomfort than they are with an unfamiliar new possibility. Wow. So Lisa's book clearly is not trading related. But I really found, just such a correlation to trading with this specific passage. I know for me, it can be easy to let trading patterns, start to form habits that are really limiting. But in the moment, it's a more comforting discomfort. So a couple clear examples, myself and I'm sure other traders, can relate to would be moving your stop loss to break even before you let the trade play out. Getting out early by pulling your profit targets down. These are the things we sometimes do to try to have a more comfortable, familiar discomfort. On the contrary, not doing those things, it opens you up, to, new possibility and really respects the game that we're playing. So she also says, the truth is that no matter where you started out in life, you have a choice between scarcity and abundance. So that is the cold, hard truth. Allowing a scarcity mindset to hold you hostage, that is a choice. Yes, there's, usually years of conditioning and roots that need to be dug up and thrown out. But that's the dirty work that brings about an untamed and untapped potential and freedom. So it's hard. And I try myself, every day to actively manage and rise above it, so I can be open to receive my own abundance. I like to say, team no limits. I deserve what I'm willing to earn. It's a very powerful thing to cultivate, an assured sense of worthiness. And I get to practice this, every day that I participate in the market. I remind myself that she's abundant. I can follow her lead and she will feed me for the rest of my life.
I love that. That's so well said, Kendra. It totally resonates. Okay, so two more abundance now quotes. In the pursuit of not falling, you'll never fly. And plan for what you want to create, not what you want to avoid. Both of these are such fire, right? I don't want to fall. It hurts. I feel it. It would be a lie to say that I didn't. A losing trade still gets to me, but I can see it for what it is now, a lesson that is making me a stronger trader. And I have dreams to be a high-flying trader, so I have to take my knocks these first few years and just keep getting back up. Don't aim to avoid the pain, but instead accept it as part of the necessary process, the market tuition, and then you just keep creating. In the early years of trading, where maybe you don't yet have huge killer days regularly, you just have to keep at it relentlessly. This next quote feeds that side of things. Do something, anything that lets you tap into your calling, even if it's only a baby step. So I've had many of these days, whether my home life is just super busy that day and I can't trade at all or not a lot, or a day where I just can't get in sync with the market and get a good trade locked in. There's still baby steps that I can accomplish that compound too. I don't have to force it on the charts. Maybe it's a small P&L day, but I can still have a good, fulfilling conversation with the trading friend, Kendra. I can listen to a few chapters of a powerful book or contribute something to my journey or trading community in another way. There's little efforts that can be done all over the place that are worthy of my energy along the way too, and still add to my journey and my momentum. Not every day is going to be a big macro win, but that's natural and healthy through the journey. That's how it has time and space to grow more organically.
Yes, love that organic growth, organic
Right.
evolution for sure. Absolutely. So Lisa also wrote, when your clarity meets your conviction and you apply action to the equation, your world will begin to transform before your eyes. So this is the transformation on our journey with all the effort, hours on the charts, late nights, early mornings, faith, money, journal entries, discussions. It's all actively unfolding. And it is such an amazing experience personally, and to also bear witness, in other trading friends' journeys as well. So we are still transforming, but we are far enough along that we can feel it in our cores. It is something very, very special. And, before we go, we also have to talk about this next Lisa quote. I'm not going to ask the world if I can be great. I'm going to give the world notice that I will be great. This is a whole vibe, right? Major market mama mantra, right? This greatness within me radiates. It's contagious. It's unstoppable. I have everything I already need inside of me. My cup is overflowing, and that's why I'm here showing up and sharing, giving that notice. I put in the work every day after day, unrelenting faith and dedication. And let's just tie that all together with these last words from Mama Lisa Nichols. Living the life that you love and loving the life that you live is the truest demonstration of abundance. So cheers to that. What more can we say? Let's live and love our most abundant selves.
Yes, I love those. Okay, so if you are working on strengthening your sense of abundance in your life and you haven't read this book yet, we strongly recommend it. Lisa's words serve as a powerful source of inspiration, motivation, and guidance for personal growth and unlimited success. Her wisdom and her tale of resilience and faith in herself were so empowering for me in my personal journey to break down the barriers in my own world and encouraged me to hold the course and see the abundance now that truly is all around me. Even mid-evolution, you can embrace the abundance that you have, whether or not you're at the end place or you're still in the middle. Like I love the feeling of abundance now. For her title of the book, you can really, that's a lovely place to sit while you're still working on something.
Totally. Okay, you guys. So thank you so much for being here today, for listening. As we listen to this book on Audible, as it just fits our lifestyles, because audiobooks are just the best thing for us being busy mamas. Whatever your reading style is, this one is very uplifting. It's a great addition to anyone's library. Look up Lisa Nichols in general if you haven't already, heard of her or you're not familiar with her. Her motivating the masses empire is just amazing. Have a blessed and abundant day, everyone. And please subscribe and hit notifications and keep coming back to hang out with us more. Take care.